Beneath the depths, Andrew had been dreaming of this weekend for months. Freshly graduated, he and his best friends, John and Stephen, set sail for a celebratory trip into the open ocean. The first day was perfect. Beer, laughter, and the hypnotic sway of the sea. That night, beneath a full moon, they finally settled into sleep, their boat gently bobbing in the waves. Then came the splash. Loud. Too loud. The three men sat up, glancing at each other in the dim cabin light. "Just a whale," John muttered, rubbing his eyes. The others agreed. The ocean was full of strange noises. They lay back down. Then the impact came. Something massive struck the boat from below, sending them lurching. Cabinets burst open, bottles shattered, and panic filled the cabin. "Reef!" Stephen gasped, pulling himself up. Andrew didn't answer. He bolted for the deck, his breath catching in his throat. As he reached the top, his eyes widened in disbelief. Under the pale moonlight, cutting through the water, was a dorsal fin. It was massive, too massive, at least 4 feet tall, gliding through the waves like a phantom. The body beneath it stretched beyond reason, 30, maybe 35 feet long. John and Stephen stumbled onto the deck just as the beast disappeared into the depths. "What's wrong?" John asked, but Andrew couldn't speak. He only pointed at the water. They leaned over the edge, peering into the inky blackness. Nothing, just the still ocean. Then another impact, this time from the other side. The force sent John and Stephen hurtling into the water. Andrew scrambled to the edge, eyes darting wildly. "John! Stephen!" Stephen surfaced first, gasping, reaching. Andrew lunged forward, grabbing Stephen's outstretched arm. He hauled him up, heart racing. He turned for John and froze. The water behind John opened like a great maw. Rows upon rows of jagged teeth. The shark struck. John screamed as the beast pulled him down. His eyes locked with Andrew's, sheer terror frozen in his expression before he vanished into the abyss. Andrew could do nothing but watch. He choked on his breath, his body locking up as he stared at the empty waves where his best friend had just been. Stephen yanked him backward. "We need to call for help," he shouted, rushing below deck for the radio. Andrew stood, staring at the spot where John had been, his mind detached from reality. The night sky stretched above him, infinite, untouched by the horror below. Then the world shattered. A deafening crack tore through the air as the boat split in half. Andrew was airborne. For a moment, time seemed to slow. He was weightless, staring up at the heavens. Then, impact. Salt water flooded his nose and throat. He kicked frantically, breaking the surface, coughing. The boat was in pieces, one half still barely afloat. Gasping, he fought to stay above the waves, clawing his way onto one of the broken halves of the boat. "Stephen," he choked out. No answer. Then, movement. A body floating toward him. "Stephen." Relief flooded Andrew, until he grabbed his friend's hand. It was too light, too lifeless. Andrew hesitated, his eyes traveling downward. Stephen's torso ended at the waist. The rest was gone, ripped away by the beast below. Andrew screamed and let go, scrambling back against the mast. His breath hitched, his entire body convulsing in terror. The boat was sinking fast. In what seemed like an instant, he went from standing, holding onto the mast to treading water. Then the silence came. No splashing, no wind, just quiet, as if the chaos never even happened. Then swish, a single ripple. Andrew turned his head, the dorsal fin, 20 feet away, closing in. Andrew looked up one last time at the stars, so bright, so far away, a single breath, a final thought. The sky was so clear tonight. Then the water erupted. A crushing force enveloped him, pain lancing through his torso. Dragged down deeper and deeper, the surface above faded into darkness. And then, staring into the black, lifeless eye of the monster, Andrew heard the last sound of his life. A crunch. The deep took him whole. If you like this story, please be sure to like, comment, and follow me for more.